What's up, XO? Now, it seems like it was a very, very long week for the weekend. Some ups, some downs, some, I guess, okay stuff. Let's get into it. Now, let's start out with the bad because I like to get the bad stuff out of the way. That way we can always end on a high note. So I'd say the bad stuff. The Rolling Stones article. Now, I did look at it, I glossed over it, checked it out, saw that the Weeknd had a response saying, hey, nobody cares about Rolling Stones. Yada, 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 and all that back and forth stuff. I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't have too much of an opinion on it because, quite frankly, I honestly don't care too much about that stuff. I like the Weeknd's music. I love the Weeknd's music, enjoy it. Um, Enjoy it a lot. See me wearing red blazers, posters in the background. And I also like that he does want to go into that other industry of film. And as long as it doesn't impact his music too much, I really don't care what happens. Um, so, like I said, I don't have too much of an opinion on that. I know that talking about the script, the screenwrite, rewrites, yada yada yada, this, that, and the third. Um, all that stuff that's going on and turmoil and yada yada yada. In my opinion, this is something that is new for the Weeknd, trying to get into this film stuff and actually be a creator for it. So, and this unfortunately is some of the stuff that's part of that industry. When you have the music industry with him, the Weeknd and whoever his team is, they're sitting in the studio recording, writing, doing their thing. His vision put to the paper, put to the mic, into a song, yada yada yada. It's all good. But with that film industry, it's his vision, and then you have hundreds of other staffers and workers and all these people with different opinions, different thoughts that he didn't come up with, that he's never worked with before. And all of them want a piece of the pie too in terms of creativity. So there's a lot of politicking and stuff that goes along with that. And you make one person mad on the set, or one person mad and they leave, they are going to go and try to air your dirty laundry. So it's just what to be expected. And like I said, once the show comes out, I have more of an opinion on it because then I can determine if the show was terrible or if the show was good and how the Weeknd did. But other than that, it's just what you'd expect from that industry, the film industry. Not a good industry, if you want to be honest. So I guess any of you fans watching that are concerned about that, my advice would be, who cares? I really don't care what they say happens on set, yada yada yada. To me, it's not that big of a deal because, for one, it's not his music, and two, it's just that industry. The music industry or the film industry seems to be more toxic than the industry that he is in because he has much more heads and thoughts and minds that are working in that industry. Let's move on to the next not so good news. Dawn FM is over officially. I know I already made a video on this, but let's go back over it. With the Weeknd getting into this film stuff, and it's kind of a spoiler alert or preview to what's going to be in the good news. With the Weeknd looking more into that film stuff and getting more into that, that means that with the Dawn FM era being over, we aren't getting an album for at least 3 to 4 years. So the Dawn FM era being over is, man, it's gonna be terrible because now we're gonna be sitting in that purgatory of not knowing when the new album's gonna drop. That's gonna suck. I'm sure we'll get singles here and there, maybe remixes, but yeah, another album coming. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Talking about remixes, that's where I get into the okay. Die For You remix with Ariana Grande came out, and it was okay. I mean, it's just a rehash of his song. The Weeknd being a Weeknd doing his song, and then you just dub Ariana Grande's voice over it. if you're an Ariana Grande fan, you'll like it. If you're somebody that's never heard the original version and just heard that one, you'll like it. But as someone that knows the original version, it's probably that's not that big of a fan of Ariana Grande. Nothing against her, I just don't listen to her music. You can take it or leave it. To me, throw it in the trash. For some, wrap it up and give it as a gift. But I'll continue to go back to one that's on Starboy. Let's move on to the good news. Good news is the Weeknd's HBO Max SoFi concert thing was pretty good. If you haven't been to that show, watch that because that is the closest thing to the experience of his live performance that you'll get. So enjoy that. Another good news is his song "Creepin'" that he did with Metro Boomin and 21 Savage went platinum. The reward, good. It's always good when the Weeknd goes platinum. Add some more accolades to his belt, especially when he's singing R&B songs with his beautiful vocals. The next thing is what I was kind of talking about earlier. The Weeknd is set to star in a movie. Now, I don't necessarily have a name of the movie or a release date because they're just saying now he's set to star in a movie sometime in the future. So that can be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years from now. Who knows? But I know for him, really wanting to be in that industry, it's a good thing. And I would be interested in seeing the Weeknd act as a character that's not himself. To see if the Weeknd can really act. Can he really act? Or can't he? That'd be interesting to see. So that's very good news. Moving on, another big news, which I wouldn't necessarily say it's for the Weeknd, but more so us fans. He's the first artist to have 100 million streams on Spotify. The only artist, too, thus far, which is amazing. And I know it'll show as a stat for the Weeknd or like an accolade for him, but really it's an accolade for all of us that actually listen to the Weeknd every day and enjoy his music. It's really our dedication and how much we enjoy his music and listen to his music. That's really what that shows. So it's more of an accolade for the fans rather than the Weeknd, but it's a great one to have under his belt. Last but not least, the great news. He finally released a live album. Now, it's not the live album that I would have wanted. The live album that I want is hand-picked songs that I want for him to sing live, like Valerie, Rolling Stones, and like obviously call out my name. Someday you do acoustic in live. That's what I want. But next best thing is a live album of his SoFi LA Stadium tour. It sounds amazing. I enjoyed it. It brings back memories of when I went to his After Hours Till Dawn show. But that's a positive. I guess technically that is a new album. So that's one thing. Yeah, let me know how y'all think the Weeknd's week went, or what y'all thought about all these things that happened. That's pretty much all I got.